Yo, what's up YouTube? It's OG and today we are going to be covering some pro gameplay. So yesterday my team had the pleasure in participating in the NA Open Part 2 and yeah, we're going to be covering the finals. So we did make it to the finals, spoiler. And I kind of owe you guys an apology because my content has definitely been slacking for the past week. And I'm just really not happy where how Brawl Stars is right now. The meta is really screwed up in my opinion, and for me personally, this is probably the least interested I've been in Brawl Stars in a while. I'll stop being cynical now, because I don't want to like ruin your guys' day or anything, but you know, I'm just trying to make an excuse for why I didn't upload very well last week. Hopefully I'll get back on track this week. I'm still not very happy with the game. It's definitely the least that I've played the game ever since it came out. So yeah, hopefully they'll make some changes soon. And okay, the rant's over. Let's get into the gameplay. So we're in the finals and we're playing against Portal, Shadow, and Tyrant Star. The first map, Snake Prairie. This is the second one. We tied the first one 9-9 and we were gonna win. I had them all in the corner and I triple sucked them, and you know, Squashy was disconnecting the entire finals. You can see him standing still like a lot here. He was literally playing beside barn animals. So that was definitely interesting, hearing goats in the voice call. But anyways, so they do get the first kill on me. I get a good suck on them. Bobby's doing good pressure. Squashy gets pulled. We managed to get out with one kill, so that was a good exchange for us. So Squashy's still pretty high up, but he does manage to get away. And, you know, we all have our supers, so I think we're in a really good spot here. You can see the top right part of the map's broken, and they can't really sneak there anymore. So Bobby's going to rush in, which will group them up, and then I use my super. I get a double suck. The last suck I shouldn't have done. That was a wasted suck. I don't get very good value, but Squashy does get a good pull. And you'll see, even though me and Bobby did a lot of the damage there, Squashy managed to get kills. So we're actually up 1 star right now. And we don't want to back up and get cornered in our end, because that's typically how you lose on this map. And especially with the Rosa meta, like, a lot of games just end up with you being cornered and, you know, you're not put into a situation that you want to be and your back's against the wall. But here you'll see Squashy gets another really good pull, and, you know, we're looking pretty good. 6-3, 20 seconds left, and their Gene's slowly coming up. So Bobby's gonna go down here, and 15 seconds left. As long as like either of us don't die, you'll see Squashy disconnects here. So he gets tapped twice and just stands still and dies with 5 stars. And you know, I hate losing because of stuff like disconnecting. Obviously, it's not Squashy's fault, but I think we would have won that, and the first game for that matter, if Squashy wasn't disconnecting. All right, next up, since it's best of 3 for each map, or sorry, each mode, next up we have Layer Cake, also Bounty. You can see we went with the Piper, they went with the Carl, and I really like the Piper pick on this map because she does really solid damage, and she has the escape now, which got a buff. And you know, you can see I tap that lane for Bobby, and he can just take it out easily. So I'm hitting some pretty decent shots. We definitely have control right now. Definitely need to keep an eye on Shadow. So what I want to do is break that mid open so I have complete vision of everything, because a Gene pull is the most dangerous thing in the game besides a Rosa with her super. So nice pull from Bobby, doesn't let Shadow get in our grass, and you know, we're up 5-0 right there. Squashy's doing good, he has to play high. Hopefully he can get charge his super, because that pretty much eliminates the threat of a Gene pull for him. So we're just kind of feeling each other out, you know, I'm hitting my shots. Squashy's just trying kind of trading. You can see like he's lagging like so much. He's like punching the air and stuff, and it's not his fault. It's just unfortunate. And Shadow's in our base. I get pulled. I really like this play that I did here. So I jump away. I like tap Portal, and then I tap Tyrant too, and that just like regains us control. And you know, we're at like a 4-star advantage. So as long as I don't die or both of them don't die, then we're gonna win this. And Bobby gets another good kill, which I steal. Another good pull, which I steal. And we're kind of backed up against the wall. Bobby gets another good pull, and 12-3. We're looking pretty good here. So 25 seconds left. Portal does miss his pull, but they have that Rosa coming in. So I want to tap her, but look, I tap her, she waits like 3 seconds, gets like full HP again. It's ridiculous. So we're kind of pushed back. Squashy probably shouldn't have died there. I was calling out for him to help me here because I have 5 gems and, you know, it's really unfortunate. Then they managed to tie it at the end after we dominated the entire game. So I was kind of unhappy with how that one ended. Okay, so since it was a draw, we have to do the same map again with the same comps. Personally, I like our comp over theirs. I like the Piper damage, and you'll see I use that damage right here. I managed to triple tap Shadow, and you know, we did grab that first star too, so we're up 3-0 right now, and we have position. I have my super, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna go for that grass, just like wipe it out, get that vision in the center, and that's gonna make the Gene struggle a little bit. So Bobby definitely has a tough matchup because look, when Shadow gets in that grass, he just regens. Rose is so stupid. And yeah, so she just literally like walks up. She doesn't have to dodge or anything, and just roses, you know. So Shadow does take out Bobby. I managed to clean it up. That's a decent trade for us. We got an extra star out of it because Shadow had a kill, but we're really pushed back, and Shadow has a super. So now he can just do the walk up and auto aim strat. And I'm not like trying to diss them. It's literally just we're doing the same thing if we can. It's just the balance in the game right now is really, really bad. And I think everyone knows it. And it's just not a lot of fun to play, in my opinion, right now. Anyways, back to the game. So you can see Shadow is going to pressure us. Squashy's caught up a little high. He does get taken out, and 6-6. I'm the only one alive. I have 4 stars. We are pushed back against the wall, so if Bobby could hit a pull here, it'd be really nice. That way we could push up on that lane. But they do retreat a little bit, and I didn't know if Tyrant was in that bush or not, so that's why I'm playing so passive, because there was a little miscommunication. But here you can see Bobby missed his pull. That would have been a really nice pull, but Squashy does catch Portal up too high, and Portal does get trapped against a tree, which is unfortunate for him, but really good for us. So 12-6, there's not really anything Tyrant can do here. Bobby does pull him, and you know, I just run away because why not? And yeah, so we managed to take the second game of Bounty, and it's best of 3. Okay, so for the third match, we're at Bullpen, and you can see we have mirror comps here, and I guess they like my Piper pick. But this game, I remember specifically, there was so much delay, which I know I'm not using it as an excuse because Portal, Shadow, Bobby, and I all live like really close together. So if I had it, they had it. It's just really annoying with Piper. So my strat is always to try to go for like a double tap. So you'll see me get a little aggressive, and unfortunately he shoots first, and he does manage to take me out. So that's a big advantage for them because that enables them to walk up and get the star because Bobby doesn't have his super yet. So you'll see they're playing really passive, and we wanted Bobby to get his ult, but it's really hard on this map to be aggressive. So once you're out to that early star lead, it's really tough to get back from it. I get a tap, but because it's on Rosa, it basically tickles her. Like, she's in the bush, so she'll heal back up in like 2 seconds. Very balanced brawler. So yeah, just kind of feeling each other out. In call right now, we're like, yo, we can't do this like the entire like 50 seconds. We got to make a play. I think we should have gone up together, but Squashy went on that side, and he does get taken out here because he doesn't have his super. Good pull from Bobby, but look, he gets away with 90 HP, and the Gene shot misses him too. I managed to take out Portal, but it's not looking too good for us right now. Definitely in that awkward situation, and you can see Squashy's like lagging still. He's still like standing still like every few seconds and just not being able to move. I get too close to Shadow. I have to ult out. Good play from Shadow to pressure me, and then Bobby gets a good pull. I take out Tyrant Star, but you know, that Rosa range and the speed just, it's too much, unfortunately. And then yeah, so we lose the bounty set 2-1. Some very unfortunate circumstances. Alright, so next up we are doing Gem Grab, and we're on Undermine. So I really like doubling up a lane on this map. You can just overpower that side and immediately get off to an early advantage. Even giving up that side, then you can come around. So you'll see we take out Shadow. We plan to go on the Rosa side, so we anticipated she'd be there. And I really like Tara on this map just because once you start getting that ult, you can just chain it, and it's pretty much a free side except against Rosa. So I do take out Tyrant Star there. It's not like... I mean, it's a good ult because you do want to take him out and get position. Unfortunately, we can't take out Shadow there because Rosa. And, you know, Squashy's just running in their base because Rosa. So he does get taken out when his ult goes down, and there's 3 of them kind of pushing us up on us, and they have a Rosa in the bush with super, which is pretty much free side. So you can see me going after Tyrant Star. I'm trying to build up my ult. I managed to juke a few of his shots, but I should have backed up a bit there. And I could have taken him out if I did use my super, but I wouldn't have gotten good value, so I choose to hold on to it. So 5-3, they definitely have position, and, you know, we're not in the best situation right now. So I can get outranged from that Carl. I want to go for a solo suck here if possible, but that range is just... And look at the damage too, it's just so devastating. I'm not sure why Bobby went over there. Wasn't really a good play, just kind of wasted time. But you can see Shadow manages to take out Bobby, and I managed to pull Portal, and Squashy can clean that up, and, you know, we kind of trade gems, so we end up with the same amount that we had. It's just distributed differently, which kind of hurts us in the end, I think. But you can see Tyrant, good play from him. He manages to steal the gems and just run away. Squashy's still lagging a bit. If he hit that one shot, he would have killed Tyrant. And we do manage to regain position here, which is really good. I'm pretty close to my super too, I think. So I'm just gonna like try poking and getting it. And Shadow's pushing up a little bit on Squashy, but we do get countdown, which is always nice. Right here, I'm yelling like, yo, don't panic, guys. Like, we got this. We have position. I'm getting close to my super. Bobby has super. Squashy needs super. But we do get pushed from behind here. And Bobby does miss a critical gene pull. And, you know, I get my super, but Rosa with shield. So I try holding her off a little bit, and Tyrant kind of throws the game. He supers back into our spawn. 2 seconds left. I spawn in 10 gems. And, you know, Bobby gets pulled, but... Look, we have 17 gems in our spawn now, so I'm not really sure why he went into our spawn there with his super. He could have gone down the right side. So that was a pretty big throw on his part, but that pretty much gave us the game. So we'll do like a little spin just because, you know, he gave us a free win. So we do take the first game of Gem Grab. Okay, so up 1-0 in Gem Grab. Now we are on to Escape Velocity. So you can see we are using not mirror comps, but Rosa and Jean, of course, because what else are you going to play in this meta? And then I chose Carl because he's broken, and they chose Tara kind of to deal with the Rosa a little better, because, yeah. Anyways, so you can see Shadow kind of jumps in, and we deal with him really well. And, you know, we're looking really good right now. We have full position. Tara's probably getting close to her super, and Bobby gets a really good pull here. He does take out Shadow Jutsu. Usually you don't want to pull a Rosa, but he noticed that she was weak and that Bobby could take her out. So it's really important that he did that there. And I'm yelling at Squashy. I'm like, yo, like, she's going to jump. Like, stay on the jump pad with her. And to be fair to him, he does do really well here, but it's a Rosa with super is only like... Nobody can deal with that except for another Rosa with super, and even then it's just like tying. So, you know, Squashy's literally 2v1ing them, but Shadow has the potential to do that to us too. He doesn't use his super for some reason. I would have used my super there if I was him. And we do manage to take him out, but you can see they kind of got mid-control now because we got really pushed back from that Rosa. So Bobby gets a really good pull here on Portal 2. Nice job from him. And Shadow does use his super preemptively. So Squashy kind of outplays him there, but he leaves him in the bush there, which is really unfortunate. And at the same time, Bobby pulls a Tara with super. At the same time, Bobby pulls a Tara with super. Which, you know, you usually don't want to do unless someone's there to help finish her off. And there was a miscommunication on our team, and you know, Squashy does take out the Rosa, but they have gems in the middle, and the last gem literally spawns like on top of them. So kind of sucks. We got to make a play here. Bobby's getting blocked out. The Gene pulls our best chance to make a play. Squashy's going for it, but their Tara does have super, so he should probably just run in and bait out the super. But you know, to be fair, there's not much we can do in that situation. So I think we lost that game because Rosa was left alone in the bush and Bobby pulled the Tara with super. Okay, so for the third and final gem grab map, we have Deathcap Cave, and you know, what else would you play in gem grab besides a Rosa, a Jean, and a Carl? So I think I like our starting positions a lot better. We kind of played to our side strengths. Squashy has the grass to regen in, and I have all that open space. You can see it works out really well for us at first. We literally dominate them. I don't think Tyrant touches me until I get my super. You can see I'm just really out poking him. Bobby's out poking Portal, and Squashy's dealing with Shadow pretty good too. So, you know, we're kind of like, even though the game's even, like, we're definitely outplaying them right now. And Shadow does go into the bush. Bobby's there to help him out though, and they do manage to take Shadow out. So Tyrant Star is kind of pushing up on me a little bit. I want to push him back a bit. I noticed that Rose is dead, so I'm going to start making that play just to get some positioning so we don't get too backed up and we can get that mid control. But you can see it's looking pretty good. Like, even though the game's even, we definitely have the positioning on them. Squashy's going in really aggressive here. He does take out Portal, which is great. And he doesn't get the gems, but he manages to make it out, kind of. And then Bobby pulls, like, full HP Carl. And because he was close to his super and used it on him. And then I could have probably stolen some gems there, to be fair. But I just figured I'd die, and I knew they had gems at the back. So I didn't know how many I could get away with. So I figured it'd be best if I could just stay alive and try making a play happen. Tyrant's going to block out Bobby who has pull, and it's up to me and Squashy. So Squashy's doing a really good job not feeding there, so the Rosa doesn't get her super. And look at this play. Like, we managed to just make it out, like, clutch it up. And Squashy is going to get taken out here. I'm not even going to comment on that pull. That was just awful. He could have auto-aimed it and just waited for him to stop spinning, but, you know, at this point, it's up to me and Squashy again to clutch it up. Bobby's getting blocked out, and, you know, it's all up to me and Squashy, so I managed to, like, pretty much take him out, and, you know, again, I'm making it out of their spawn with 10 gems, and Squashy's getting some good damage in. We're in a really good situation again. Like, we have countdown, 8 seconds left. Bobby just walks up, gets Gene pulled, brings him 2 gems. So now it's not looking too good because there's a Rose on my side. I just used my super. I'm not close to it. Bobby has pull. If he went for a pull right there, I think we could have won it if he hit it. But he chooses to pull full HP Carl again because apparently he likes doing that. And yeah, so that's how we lost Gem Grab. Okay, so we're down 2-0 in sets. If we lose Heist, we're out and we get swept. I really like the Rico pick on this map. I know they're going at least 1 tank, which is why I do it. And as long as I have that mid control, I can even probably outplay a Barley if, you know, we don't lose positioning. But right off the bat, Squashy's lagging a bit and just gets run up on. And you can see Bobby doing work down there, but Shadow's got his super and he's in our base and just causing havoc. And this is where the Barley pick's good for them. When they do get like that setup, the Barley can just chip safe and get really good damage. So Portal's just hanging out being annoying. I gotta push him back a little bit. He respects the Rico, so he backs up. You can see that's why I chose Rico though, like 1 shot and it's just half Tyrant's HP, and I'm pushing Portal back too. And you know, we do manage to get some mid control here. I don't really like the play on Squashy going in. It's just giving up control, and you know, Bobby gets taken out, and we literally got no damage done there. So 7% done. Kinda sucks. I'm just trying to hold everyone back. I don't want to give up position because again, Rico needs that mid control, and ideally one of the tanks or Squashy will be on Barley, but that never really happens too much except for right here. And yeah, he does take out the Barley, but there's a Rosa in our base now because we lost position, and Squashy does manage to take the Rosa out. But they already done 48% to us, and, you know, it's not looking too good. So I gotta make a play, I think. I wanted to take both of them out. That's still a good ult. I take Portal out, and you can see Rosa just being Rosa. walking in the straight line, doing what roses do, and Bobby couldn't get his super, so he couldn't be too effective. I get caught out here in awkward position. I know if they get that mid control, it's pretty much game. So I tried making a play happen, but I couldn't, and I get taken out, and that's pretty much the game. Alright, so last game is on Forks out, and if we lose this one, we are out and we get swept. So I knew they were going to go double tank. Again, I like the Rico pick. And they went Barley, which is a good pick too because it counters the Rico, but as long as, look at all the damage I can do to their tanks, right? So I'm really chipping them down good, and unfortunately Squashy gives the Rosa its super. And again, it's not like Squashy's fault. He has really bad connection, and he's up against a Rosa. So Squashy trying to build up his super, and Rosa gets her super again, and they're all just kind of like running down on me. It's not a good super by me. I'm not going to defend that. I screwed that up. Probably could have got way better value, but Rosa's just being Rosa, like the stupidest brawler they've ever added in this game, and just doing what Rosa does. And I gotta like go for Tyrant Star because they're just chipping down on our save. We managed to get 31%, and Squashy does have his super, which has the potential to do a lot. And Bobby preemptively uses his super here and doesn't really get any value. And he does feed the Primo to his ult, and then just decides to leave me on defense. I can't do anything here. If Bobby kept pushing them, and we could have got a squeeze, and then we could have got position, but he chose to just go for the safe. And yeah, so that's how we lost, and that's how we got swept. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't mean to sound like cynical or like salty or anything, and I'm not like blaming this loss on the meta. They're in the same screwed up meta as them, so shout out to them. They played really good. I just felt like there was a lot of unfortunate circumstances, Squashy's Wi-Fi being one of them. And then obviously there were misplays, but they played really well, and I have a lot of respect for like Portal and Shadow, so congrats to them on winning. We'll definitely be back next week to get them back, hopefully. And yeah, sorry if I sounded frustrated. I'm just really displeased with the game right now, and the balancing and new brawlers they've been adding, it's just screwing up the game so much. So I'm really not happy about everything that's been happening recently. But, I gotta deal with it, I guess, and just adapt, even if it means not aiming any of my shots in a competitive game. Anyways, so I'll try to get another video tomorrow or the day after. Not enjoying the game at all. Anyways, I don't want to sound salty, so thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff, and I'll see you later. Peace.